Hi everyone, welcome to another segment of Word of the Day. This is Caesar with Inspire Movement. I hope that you're having a lovely start to your week. So today we're continuing with the word clarity. So clarity by definition is the quality of being coherent and intelligible. It can also mean the quality of transparency and the quality of purity. What does it mean to have a general lack of clarity when it comes to one's life? Well, it means that you're unsettled, that you are uncertain, that you lack a path and a general direction to your life. That's basically what that means. And because of that, you are overwhelmed because you're doing so many different things. You have a lot of anxiety, you have a lot of stress. What are some signs that you are lacking clarity in your life? You have a really difficult time making your mind up. So you're constantly changing your mind. You do this, then you do that. You always seem to question yourself. You have a lot of self-doubt, right? And that internal dialogue leads to a lot of self-conflict. You rely on something called the internal pollster. So you ask folks, a whole bunch of folks, kind of the same thing to see if you should do this or you should do that. And based on the consensus or the general consensus, you decide to do that one thing. Now, in general, asking for some form of mentorship is not bad, but to have such little trust in yourself that that's your only default is probably not ideal. You have a general sense of overwhelm most of the time and angst. You're constantly working basically yourself to death because you're trying so many new things. So these are all some general things that fall in line with you lacking clarity in your life. What are some things that you can do so that you can gain clarity? One thing that you can do is do like a personality assessment or a personality profile just to see where your interests lie, and that can give you a sense more or less if you're very well aligned with those interests. Another thing that you could do is really dig into your value system, right? And start to really assess what holds meaning for you in your life and, what is purposeful for you. Another thing that you could do is start envisioning what a perfect life and future for you would be. And in doing that, you can really take stock of the things that you're doing today and ask yourself in that internal dialogue, is what I'm doing right now really well aligned for that future that I want for myself? So these are really deep questions that we can start creating within ourselves to make sure that we're actually in alignment with ourselves. Now, I myself have struggled with that mightily in my life. I've made a whole host of decisions on accounts of being busy and doing what I call stuff in between parentheses or in between quotes, because I needed to be busy, and being busy felt like I was being productive. And what happens with that ultimately is you wind up feeling really burnt out and you're lacking direction. So you do so many things all at once, and you're getting certifications, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're getting another degree, but never really stopping to kind of gather a breath and ask yourself, is this really cohesive with that direction that I want for my life? And a lot of the times I can ask those questions and look back and say, no, they weren't really aligned. So having clarity in one's life is fundamental for your productivity, for your general happiness, for your enthusiasm, for your exuberance, because when you are in alignment, you don't really feel like you're working so much, especially vocationally, because what you're doing, excites you. It makes you happy. So it's just a lot easier to get up in the morning. Hopefully these reflections are of use to you. Again, we continue to do these with great pleasure. Please sync up with us and make a comment, on this very post, and tell us what you think. Another word that you want us to consider, maybe another subject matter that you want us to consider. We're here to serve you ultimately. So we want to make sure that what we provide as content is of use and of service to you, because ultimately that's what this is all for. Again, sync up with www.inspiremovement.com for all of our content and our ongoings. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful, blessed holiday week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.